Hi everyone, this is Francisco and I'm recording this video. It's 10:52 p.m. It's July 14th, 2025, and strangely enough, this video that I'm recording right now has to do with another vehicle safety concern and worry that I have had for the last week or so. And on the news they shared a video of someone getting rescued from a burning vehicle. And it was so sad because the woman in the vehicle almost burned to death. But luckily for her, there was some people there, and the fire department arrived on the scene, and they broke the window. They opened the passenger door. No, the driver door. The driver door, and they pulled her out, and she was still alive, and she practically hopped out of that vehicle, gasping for oxygen, for fresh air, and she was saved, luckily for her. But that's not always the case, okay, for some of these drivers. So I basically thought of an idea that may help people in these type of situations. So what I was thinking was a detachable car handle inside the vehicle. So yeah, something like this, that the drivers that they will be able to detach and use to knock out the windows. Especially in newer modeled vehicles, since they are electrical powered, or electrically powered windows, and when they get involved in an accident, and the windows are rolled up, they're unable to roll the windows down. And I don't know if they're even able to open the door. But if they're trapped in there, they will be able to quickly remove this and use it to break the window, the glass. And if they're unable to do it, and other vehicles happen to have this handle, this detachable handle that I'm referring to, that will be made out of metal, they will be able to remove it from their vehicle and approach the burning vehicle and break the windows or the window to rescue people in the heat of the moment. And it's kind of like what I could kind of think of is like brass knuckles. But instead of this, obviously, it'll be this. And I think this is a better illustration here. So it'll have like two hammer heads. So what I mean by that is a hammer that has one head. The hammer head right here. So it'll basically have two of them, and they'll basically have to hit the glass as they're holding the handle, and hopefully that'll help them out. I don't know if this will be something that will work. It would have to be tested. And I also started thinking about people that get in some form of altercations. They may want to use this as a weapon, but I started thinking, well, the same is true with weapons. They're supposed to be for self-defense and to enforce the law and stuff like that. But some people, some of these weapons go in the wrong hands. And they end up killing people. So I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but after watching that video of this person that was trapped inside the vehicle, I started thinking of ways to prevent people from dying inside of burning vehicles. So yeah, that was basically the whole logic behind this video. So I don't know. Again, I don't know if it will work. It would have to be tested, and if it doesn't work, then I guess you guys would have to come up with a better solution for this problem. Because I think a firefighter or a police officer approached the burning vehicle. It was engulfed in flames, and I think the police officer used his baton. Yeah, one of these things. And once he broke the glass, he was able to reach inside and open the door, and they were able to save that woman's life. And she was sobbing, she was crying, and she was very grateful that these emergency responders rescued her. She was glad that they had rescued her. So yeah, that's basically all I have for this video. But I mean, if you guys could come up with something better or more clever, then you know, I think that this type of logic should be applied in newer model vehicles with safety in mind. Because I don't think that people should be, you know, dying from these type of accidents. So yeah, like I was thinking of some you know, like pushing a button and then it will get detached, the handle. Kind of like clamps or something of that nature. The operators have to squeeze this trigger right here on the clamp, and then it releases the pressure, you know. So something like that, something simple, or you know, if you guys think that two triggers have to be installed in order for the drivers or the passengers to release these car handles, so that they don't get lost but just used in emergency situations, then yeah, that's what I was thinking. And today I actually used something like that. It was a gasoline gasoline tank can or something, container, some form of, yeah, container with safety like push button. So let me just try that. Yeah, like this one right here. Scepter USA 1 gallon plastic gasoline can in red. And the way this works, basically the like the operator has to click, like push a button, and then they have to like use their palm to actually release the gasoline. But I think it could be more simplified, because I had a hard time figuring out how to get the gasoline to come out. And as a matter of fact, the first time I tried it, it didn't work for me. So I just removed it to save time. I pushed on the safety pin of this cone thing, this funnel thing, and I removed the whole thing and I poured the gasoline that way. But today I had to use it again, and I figured it out somehow. So, if you guys can, install some type of a thumb trigger, and then it could get unhooked or whatever, then it could be used to break the glass that way. But there's no guarantee that it will actually work, and save lives and to prevent deaths. But either way, I think that I just thought that something like this would help people in emergency cases, because these handles are there to help people to enter and exit the vehicle. So if someone is stuck in the vehicle and they don't have anything to break the glass, then these handles right here could be fashioned in some type of way to rescue people, for people to rescue themselves if no help is around. Because when people are stuck in traffic and they see a vehicle or an accident, some people don't even get involved, because if they get involved, if they pull someone out of a vehicle with a fractured back or broken back, and they have broken bones or whatever, they could be held responsible to a certain degree. At least that's what I heard. In a different case, when someone slipped and fell in a grocery store. Okay, good. So someone slipped and fell in a grocery store, and someone tried to move the person as AMR, the emergency responders, were arriving at the scene, but these particular people wanted to clear the way for other shoppers to continue shopping without, this person on their floor. And since they moved the person, it caused like more serious injuries, and I think it was used against them in court. So that's why some people who are stuck in traffic and they witness an accident, sometimes that's why they don't respond or try to help. As far as I'm able to understand, and from what I've been taught and told over the years, and my experience in living this life, so when they see a vehicle that's engulfed in flames, some of these people, like, some of these niggas don't even know what other people are going through. And they have no idea. So, they could be in there struggling to get out of their vehicle, and they just don't know how to do it. So, if other people are around and they're trying to help, and they don't have anything to break the glass themselves, and they're just standing around waiting for the rescue teams to arrive, every single second counts and matters. So these people will be able to run to their vehicle, remove the handle from their vehicle just to break the glass, and potentially save a life. So yeah, I just wanted to share this video, to drop this video, however you people want to call it. But yeah, it's super sad. And luckily for her, for that one particular case on the news recently, this woman was able to walk away with her life. So yeah, I think it's very important to have these type of handles in newer vehicles with safety in mind. Now, if people want to use that as a weapon, then you people can consider it as a deadly weapon and potentially sentence people to many years in prison if it's used in a in a negative way, in a violent type of way. But yeah, I mean, like I shared earlier, like I said earlier, weapons are the same way. There's a bunch of weapons everywhere. People have them. People give them away. Sometimes they end up in the wrong hands, and innocent people die. And it's very unfortunate. So, I mean, I consider that much. But its whole purpose obviously won't be for violence. It will be to rescue people and to help people, and for that handle to be used as a tool, a multi-tool, in a vehicle. Okay? So, I hope that people don't take this out of context and begin to think in a negative way. But I hope that all of you will keep this in mind as a on a positive note, on thinking about the positive and not the negative. But if you people can think of something else that may be useful, then that'll be great as well. Kind of like a tire tool to remove a tire. And it's not even a tire, it's a like the rim, the nuts on the rim. Yeah, so I'm probably describing this incorrectly. But I'm thinking like, yeah, one of these cross wrenches, and some of them, yeah, like this one, it has the more like an L, the L shape. So that could also be used, if any of you ever see a vehicle on the road, on the freeway or whatever, that burning right in front of your eyes, because there's people in that vehicle. There could be people in that vehicle, and we just never know if these people are trapped in there or not. And obviously police officers and AMR and the fire departments, the fire departments, the firefighters know that someone could be trapped inside of the vehicle. And I'm pretty sure they always assume that someone is trapped inside of the vehicle, regardless of what anyone says. So I guess, the best thing for everyone to do is to remember what you guys have in your vehicle. And, to go and check. obviously if it's safe to do so for some of you who are just citizens and not on the clock. But for the fire department and the AMR, the medical response teams, and even police officers, they don't give a fuck if it's safe or not. Sometimes they'll get off and do what they have to do to save someone's life. But there's a lot of cameras everywhere. There's CCTV. So I don't know if people get involved, if it will be used against them. But that's why there's a lot of other things to consider. And I guess if there was good intent for someone to go and break the glass and in the attempt to save someone's life, I don't think that the court will use that against them to the maximum level, especially if someone ends up dying either way. But what matters is that at least someone tried to do something about it. So yeah, I just I pray and hope that you people out there figure out a way to help people in these type of situations. That's all I was mainly concerned about. So yeah, I'm going to end this video, and I'm pretty sure that this woman who was rescued was very grateful and terrified at the same time, because she could have literally burned to death in there. But luckily for her, she didn't. But I know there's a lot of people out there who may know someone that didn't make it, and if breaking the glass to exit the vehicle was a problem or an issue for them, then I think that's when this idea will be great for future accidents that may occur and most likely will occur, because vehicles break down all the time and accidents are so unpredictable, unless you guys are using AI technology to figure out these type of accidents. before they happen, or in areas where the most amount of accidents occur. Within a week, or within 2 weeks, or a month, or even a year. So if these type of accidents are common, then I would recommend for you people to consider this idea, so that they could rescue, so that they could rescue themselves, or so that other people could intervene in situations like this now and in the future. But anyways, I'm going to end this video. I'm super tired, and I have to wake up at 7 in the morning. So I just thought, this is a worthy video of my time. So I don't look at it like me wasting my time or wasting other people's time. This could mean life or death. So for that reason, I recorded this video with good intent, because these type of accidents happen all over the world, and we just never know. We never know what could happen. Or when these type of accidents may occur in the future. Okay, so I just hope that this would work for people in the future, and that people would eventually share their own feedback, their own reviews regarding this particular multi-functional door handle for the inside. And honestly, I don't even know completely and entirely why these handles are there, besides me asking in the past. I think I asked someone, what are these things even for? And what they said was, it's for people that are older who have a hard time entering and exiting the vehicle, which could present a different problem. Because I'm talking about it getting detached. And if someone is relying on that handle, but it has been popped out, it could present newer problems that I'm not entirely aware of and sure. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. It has to be tested. But I think that these door handles for the inside of the vehicle. Oh shit. Could be useful. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video.